What is going on? Hope you guys are having the best day of your entire life. In the previous video, we spoke about having one thing that you're going to commit to and not having this whole list, this whole to-do list that is going to overwhelm you, right? That has been overwhelming you, overwhelming all of us, you know. Having one thing that you're going to be able to follow through and saying, this one thing is a non-negotiable and I'm going to do it on these days for this duration, and this is the maximum, this is the minimum, right? So let's take, for example, going to the gym. If you've not been going to the gym, then it means, all right, this week from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I am going to the gym. I do not care what happens. I don't care who's going to do what, unless if whatever it is that's going to come against my plan, it's really urgent. Something like if I have an exam or a test, I mean, you cannot skip an exam for gym. You can always see the gym in some other time. But 9 times out of 10, you should be able to follow through with that plan, because that builds confidence and that builds trust. You build trust in your own self. All right. Now we're moving on to having a plan. Fail to plan, plan to fail. If you do not have a set plan that you're going to follow, that you have written down, and that you're going to look at every single day, you are likely just to be thrown by a lot of things. You might feel there's certain things that are urgent. You might feel having coffee with a friend is urgent. You might feel having a chat or walk with a friend. You love them, but then is that aligning? Is that contributing to your goals? Be honest with yourself. How long have you been doing it? How long have you been letting things just come by and saying and letting people just come by and telling you that, wait, let's do this, and you just do it. And sometimes, because you don't have that much strength and confidence, there's times where you'd like try to set the boundaries, but then they've always been crushed down and you gave up on it because you were like, you know what, these people are my friends, might as well. All for the sake of what? Sacrificing your own goals. I'm here to encourage you to forgive yourself for that, but then going forward right now, you need to set the boundaries with your friends, with your family, with everybody else, that this is what I'm going to do, this is what I set myself to do, and I ought to be consistent, and I ought to do it as I had promised myself. If nobody respects your boundaries, I really don't know. I'd hate to break it up to you brutally, that they don't really love you because they don't want to support your goals. It's just the way it is. I've been in the personal development world for quite some time now to understand that, to also my experience, to be honest, my experience with friends, I've seen how much important I've made them more than my goals. Today, my friends, the ones that I've always prioritized, to be honest with you guys, right now as I'm with you right now on this camera, they're not around me. It's just a brutal truth that you have to face. They're not around me, and at certain times when you have to do certain things, most of them are not there to help you. And I don't want to lie to you, I have friends, right? I do have close, but then it's limited. I think it's less than 3 people. I actually don't spend much time with my friends. Some of my friends are always busy. I have this one friend that I can say, okay, well, we do things together, but then it's just in there, however. So, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. This is how you can plan your, you can create a plan that is going to be effective for you. Firstly is plan weekly, not daily. I know daily is much more easier and all that stuff, but then when you plan daily, here's one thing: you are going to have a lot of stuff that you want to do, to be honest with you. Because at the time that you are doing that plan, your mind will be filled with a lot of things that you want to do. It's literally just like that. So you're going to set that whole to-do list again, 10 things to do in a day. You only do 2 and then you feel very guilty. Sometimes you do 10, you write the 10 of them and you can't even do 1 of them. So set a plan weekly and have your non-negotiables. Yes, on a daily basis, it's going to be revised, it's going to be reviewed, it's going to be changed, rewritten, and stuff like that. That's your job on a daily, not to set it from scratch every single day. It's going to overwhelm you. So, literally, set a weekly plan, have non-negotiables that you say from Monday to Sunday, these are the things that I'm going to do, and I am not compromising. Then on a daily basis, you can add whatever you want to add, but make sure that that weekly plan that you set, you have this, what can I say? Make sure that you follow through your weekly plan so that you gain trust and confidence in yourself. If you can do it for 7 days, you can look back at the 7 days and say, oh, actually, I've done this one thing that I told myself I'm going to do, this one non-negotiable. That means I can do more in the other weeks. Oh, super great. That is the most effective way of making your plans. And write them down every single day so that you can revise and look at them, so it gets recorded in your subconscious mind. Eventually it's going to become kind of natural. So we're going to put this whole thing in practical examples. Let's say you want to lose around about 6 kg in the next 90 days, right? All right, so if it's 6 kg in the next 90 days, let's look at it. If we break it up into a weekly goal, what is it going to look like, right? So in this instance, that's going to be 12 weeks. Then you're going to take 6 divided by 12. What is that going to give us? That's going to give us 0.5, right? So your aim is to lose 0.5 kg, 0.5 kilograms every other week. Should you lose 2 kg, that's also great. Should you lose 1 kg, that's awesome. But we have to make sure we stick to losing 0.5 every other week to get to the goal at the end of the 90 days, right? Write all that down so that it gets recorded in your subconscious mind, and that every single day that you feel like you want to eat that chocolate, you remember, hey, is this adding or subtracting from my goal? Am I going to lose or gain 0.5 kg? Well, might as well not take the chocolate. You get what I'm saying? You get reminded of that every single day and night. Meditate on that, and then keep on doing the actionable things that get you there. Have a plan. Fail to plan. Plan to fail. See you guys in the next video.